Hello, my name is Carson. I'm from Canada and I learn Russian. So this is my little YouTube channel where I try to make videos in Russian about anything and everything. But I've decided to make this video in English just for the hell of it, just to see what happens, to see what the algorithm does with the video. To maybe try and connect with people who maybe don't speak Russian, who want to learn Russian, or people who are interested in language learning. And if you are learning English, then I hope this will provide you with some great listening material. So, my language learning journey. It starts with French in school. I think pretty much all Canadian kids take French in school. I took French, I think, for maybe 7 or 8 years in school. And as a result of that, I know very basic phrases, and that's about it. Je m'appelle Carson, je suis Canadien, je parle anglais, je ne comprends pas. Quelle heure est-il? Quel temps fait-il? Il neige, il pleut, il fait beau, il fait du soleil. Comment ça va aujourd'hui? Très bien. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the idea. That's about all I learned. And then in 2018, I enrolled in university, and I really had a strong desire to learn French. I do live in Canada, and some people have a misconception about Canada that a lot of us are bilingual. We know French, but it's not true at all. Most of us only speak English. There are French-speaking areas of Canada, absolutely. But if you don't live in those areas, you don't need French at all. Canada's a big country. For thousands of kilometers in any direction, people only speak English. And the French zone is far away from where I live and from where I grew up, so I speak English. But anyway, I thought, man, it'd be so cool to learn French, be a bilingual Canadian. You could get lots of job opportunities if you're bilingual in Canada. Plus, I thought, oh, I'll learn French, I'll go live in Montreal, and that'll be really cool. So I go to university, I take French in my first year, and the first semester went really well. We had a good professor, I was learning lots, it was fun. And then in the second semester, they lost me. The professor, she wasn't as good. They started talking about the parfait and the imparfait, and I totally got lost, and I quit learning French. But that desire to learn a second language didn't disappear. So in my second year of university, the second semester of my second year, January 2020, I was really bored with university. I wanted to drop out. I would sign up for a class, go to one lecture, then drop it, sign up for another class, drop it. I couldn't find any classes that were interesting. I was bored. And then I saw Elementary Russian 1 being offered. I signed up for it, and the logic behind that was, okay, I still want to learn a second language. I still want to learn a second language. I knew about, this might be a factor for some Canadians or Americans, ancestry. I had some Russian-speaking ancestors. My grandma spoke Russian as a kid. That's a cool little historical moment. Why not? Some sort of connection. Any sort of connection you can find that can give you a bit of motivation, I think is good. So that kind of helped. I like the idea of Russian too. Like, whoa, Russian? Like, what? Like, it's pretty standard that universities offer French, Spanish, and maybe one other like European language, German. But Russian, that's very rare to be offered at a university in Canada or the USA. So that was another reason that drew me towards it, like this niche, weird, like, what, Russian? You can take a Russian language class? So just the idea of that alone was like, a lot of times in life I do things because I think it'll just be a funny story one day. Like, oh yeah, I studied Russian in university. Like, whoa, what the hell? And that's kind of how it started. So I went to the Russian language class, and right away, There we go. Right away, from day one, it clicked. It made sense. It was like, yeah, this is for me. This is what I'm gonna do. This is my thing. I found it. You know, so many times in life we try different hobbies, we try to work out, we try to learn to play an instrument, we try to learn a new skill, we quit after a month, after 2 months. But Russian just resonated with me right away. I understood right away that, yep, this is something I'm gonna do. It's part of my life now, and here we are nearly 5 years later, and I still am involved with the Russian language. I use Russian every day. I'm never gonna claim I speak it well. I speak it well enough to get by. I have entire friendships that are in Russian, and I couldn't imagine not talking to these people ever again, not talking to my Russian-speaking friends. I couldn't imagine getting rid of Russian at this point. It's entrenched, it's a part of my life. And this might sound a bit dramatic, but that decision to take that Russian language class nearly 5 years ago might have been a life-changing moment, honestly. It definitely set me on a different path, and it's opened a lot of doors, and it's been a wonderful thing. So that's kind of the story of how I came to discover the Russian language, how I started learning it, and I think I am gonna make a second part to this video. I want to try and go over what exactly I did to learn Russian, the things I did, the methods I used, just the actual history of learning Russian. So stay tuned. Check out the second part of this video, please, and всем пока. Увидимся в следующем видео.